evening, everybody. I think most of you know me. I am Dheeraj. And so after Nikhil, I can say I would have spent the most time with Vishal because I have been in ICICI from 2007, but only from 2009 I joined ICICI Powai. So मेरी स्टोरी भी कुछ ऐसी है जैसा अभी निवेद बता रहा था. There was one guy who got transferred from Bombay to Delhi, and I said I want to move. So मैंने Yatin से मेरा coordination हुआ था. Yatin was in Powai. No, he was in South. He was moving to Powai by June. And मैंने mail किया और finally I came to June 2009. I joined ICICI Bombay. So the first branch I was given was MIDC, और विशाल boss था और विशाल used to report to Yatin. I was in MIDC for 2 months और 2 महीने तक कोई बुक नहीं, कुछ नहीं, बस मैं वहाँ बैठा रहता था. तो विशाल ने बोला था वहाँ चले जाओ, तो मैं वहाँ बैठा हुआ था 2 महीने तक. फिर मैंने एक मीटिंग फिक्स करी थी विद दिस अपने हीरानंदानी के ये एक रिलेटिव की मीटिंग थी. एंड चिराग और विशाल आए और मैं वहाँ कोने में बैठा हुआ था और मैंने मीटिंग फिक्स करी, आज कुछ मीटिंग में होगा. दोनों आए और मैं साइड में बैठा हुआ हूँ और दोनों ने अपनी मीटिंग ख़त्म करी, उसको बताया. और मैंने बस लास्ट में एक लाइन बोली थी कि कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट फाइनल हो गया था. तो मैंने बोला कि मैम यू कैन गिव अ चेक फ्रॉम अदर बैंक इफ़ यू वांट. तो उस टाइम तो कुछ नहीं, विशाल और चिराग अपनी होंडा सिटी में बैठ के चले गए. मैं देखता रह गया, अच्छा मीटिंग हो गई, मैंने फिक्स करी थी, कुछ नहीं. फिर थोड़े दिन बाद मुझे बोला गया कि अब चेंबूर चले जाओ. सो मैं शुरू से यहाँ पे नहीं था, फिर मैं चेंबूर में घूमता रहा. दिस वुड बी एटलीस्ट 6-7 months. फिर फाइनली आई मूव टू पवई आफ्टर प्रॉब्ली 8-9 months. तब मुझे विशाल ने बोला था कि आई रियली लाइक तुमने कोशिश की कि चेक दूसरी बैंक से दे दो, विच इज़ अ गुड थिंग. सो दैट वाज द स्टार्ट ऑफ माय इंटरेक्शन विद विशाल. There are a lot of things to talk about, and it's very difficult to talk about him because he is an encyclopedia. आप लोग सोचेंगे कि आप जैसे बहुत से आरएम्स आते हैं जो 2 महीने में 3 महीने में छोड़ के चले जाते हैं because whatever they feel कि हमसे नहीं हो पाएगा. But I think if you spend, I would say कुछ लोगों के लिए 1 साल, कुछ लोगों के लिए 2 साल, आप वो 3 साल या 2 साल निकाल लेंगे, तब आपको समझ में आएगा कि हो क्या रहा है. उससे पहले तो आपको लगेगा कि नहीं, ये सबसे गलत जगह पे मैं आ गया हूँ. और आप किसी दूसरी टीम में भी बात करेंगे तो आपको लगेगा अरे यहाँ पे इस टीम में जा रहा है क्या. तो कोई भी मूव करता है पहले पवई में तो सब पूछते हैं अरे विशाल की टीम में जा रहे हो क्या. तो वहाँ की सबने स्टोरीज सुनी होती है और उस चक्कर में कुछ लोग बोलते हैं अरे क्या होगा. सो इफ यू डोंट स्पेंड 2 years हियर यू विल नॉट रियलाइज हु इज. फॉर मी विशाल आई थिंक so I am in sales, but I will say I am not somebody who will go out and talk to people. I am very reserved, and which he says he is also. पता नहीं आप लोगों को लगता है कि नहीं. So I have not expressed, or I may not be able to express today also what I feel for him, because that's my nature and I have been like that. It's not a good thing, but yeah, that's how I am. It's like there is something called as transformation. Delhi mein I was doing whatever I was doing. I got transformed only when I came here. So that is what he is. अभी कुछ लोगों ने बोला कि हम इतने साल से हैं. So if you look at Preeti is here, Chirag is here, and there are many more, Shrikant, Manish, who are here, who are not part of the current team, but they are here because he is that guy. He will maintain that relationship always. अगर कोई और जिस तरह से विशाल किसी को ट्रीट करता है, अगर कोई और बंदा होगा तो उससे वो बात भी नहीं करेगा. But then this is the exact quality was Yatin was talking about, कि इतना सब होने के बाद भी people have so much respect for him that you will not even realize that what is happening and you are getting changed over a period of time. विशाल के बारे में एक बहुत important चीज़ ये है और जो आप लोगों को शायद कभी-कभी एक्सपीरियंस भी होगी, विशाल की लाइफ में कुछ भी बड़ा नहीं होता है, कुछ भी बड़ा नहीं होता है. So आप बड़ी से बड़ी प्रॉब्लम लेकर चले जाओ, ये हो गया, हाँ उधर बैठ जाओ. किसी का एक्सीडेंट हो जाएगा, अच्छा एक्सीडेंट हो गया. सो आई नरेट एन इंसिडेंट. जब हमारे ब्रांच में लड़ाई वड़ाई हो गई थी, कुछ गुंडे आ गए थे टू बी प्रिसाइज, और कुछ लोगों को मारा भी गया था. तो उसके बाद भी विशाल आराम से पुलिस स्टेशन के बाहर वहां पर एक पॉलिटिशियन आ गया था और पॉलिटिशियन उनको छुड़ाने आया था क्योंकि जो जिन लोगों ने मारा था वो उसके रिलेटिव थे. विशाल भी अपना वहाँ पे आराम से खड़ा हुआ है, रात की 9-10 बजे की बात है. बोलता है हाँ फोन तो मैं भी लगा लूंगा, उसमें क्या बात है, अभी मैं तो लोगों को भी फोन लगा लूंगा, बट ऐसे फोन लगाने से थोड़ी होता है. मतलब ही कैन मैनेज एंटायरली एनीथिंग दैट यू कैन फील. कल को आपको दुबई में कुछ काम है तो शायद अंकुर से पहले विशाल करा देगा. आपको अमेरिका में काम है तो भी आप विशाल को बोलेंगे. तो he can do just anything. आप लोगों को लगता है कि वो यहाँ बिजनेस कर सकता है, मतलब अच्छी तरह बिजनेस करा रहा है, but that is, if you have not known, you will see कि हाँ he is a good boss, he can manage his team, he can do entirely anything that you can think of. आपको मतलब मैं बोल भी नहीं सकता कि वो क्या क्या करवा सकता है. अगर आप कभी उसको बोलेंगे कि अच्छा मुझे ये चीज़ चाहिए, हाँ हो जाएगा. मतलब he can do anything. And then he has ways and means of doing things. काफी चीजें वो अंकुर को बोलेगा कि हाँ अंकुर को देख लेना, कुछ पार्टी अरेंज करनी है. And the other thing is the management. I think that's a quality. जो लोग बोलते हैं management is an art of getting things done. I think उस definition को आप management में विशाल को भी डाल देंगे तो वो definition correct ही रहेगी. Because he knows how to get things done. आपको लगता है कि ऐसे ये चीज होगी, but I think he has his own way of doing things and getting things done. There are various ways of doing things, so I would not say वो जैसे कराता है वैसे ही चीजें होती है, but he knows how to get things done. If you want to learn how to get things done, I think he is one person you should look at. The other very important thing, apart from the fact that he doesn't have anything big that he feel कि ये बहुत बड़ी चीज है, उसके लिए सब छोटा ही होता है, is the ambition. I think you will not meet, and I can say this today, you will not meet anybody more ambitious than him in your life. आप पहले भी नहीं मिले होंगे और आप इसके बाद भी नहीं मिलेंगे. He is that kind of ambitious. So अगर आपको ambition में अपना डिग्री बढ़ानी है, then you should learn how to be ambitious. I think he can write a book on that. Then मतलब इससे ज़्यादा मैं अभी कुछ बोल नहीं सकता, नहीं I will be able to express, and I know that he will do well and all that crap that everybody will be saying. That is not required actually, because he is and he will always do well, and I feel really privileged, honored, and a lot of things to be part of his team. And just I've never said this, but I'll say that I love you, Vishal.
I'll not take much of your time. There are a few things which I would like to say about Vishal. I have a little bit disagreement with people earlier who said that he's the coconut. Basically, he is the nut which cannot be cracked. You need to be lucky if you can crack him, or if you can be in his friends list. विशाल का कोई अच्छा या close friend नहीं होता, या तो friend होता है या तो नहीं होता है. And you need to be lucky to become his friend. I was lucky because of Chirag. You at times, as soon as you come, you meet Vishal, you work him in, and you are in a shock, as everybody was. You need someone to come and explain, console that, listen, the shock is temporary, relax. I got that temporary consolation, and hence I am his friend. I'm very lucky. I feel highly obliged and privileged to be that. He's a fantastic person. Professionally, everybody knows that. Personally, very few know it. There are few very interesting things that a lot of leaders might not be able to do that, which I have still not able to understand, Vishal. How do you come to know कि पवाई चांदवली घाटकोपर और चेंबूर में कौन किससे फ्लर्ट कर रहा है, कौन किसके साथ लंच पे जा रहा है, कौन कौन से कपड़े पहन रहा है? So it's a fantastic talent that you have. Nobody can even learn that. I will really miss the afternoon lunches that we had, which I don't know many of you whether you experienced or not, but those were, you can actually say, best days of a few of us. Many a times we've thought that iska koi ek movie banna chahiye, and I'm sure that that movie would have earned maybe 300 crores on day one. So those were the best days that we had. We've done calls domestic, we've done calls out of the city. I hope we do calls internationally now, so we'll work international. And I don't need to say, we'll definitely be in touch. I've learned a lot of things from you. Whatever I am, I owe a lot to you. Thank you so much. I love you. All the best, Vishal.
So guys, this is a beautiful dedication by these people. Before that, can we have a huge round of applause?
यारा अलविदा हो रहे तुमसे हम जुदा ले चले सारे गम तेरे खुश रहे यारा तू सदा
तुमसे भी ज़्यादा होंगे अब यादें प्यारी Can we have a standing ovation for this performance? Beautiful, amazing. Thank you so much, all three of you, and everybody for this amazing performance. So guys, in the interim, just a small announcement. The bar counter is open. Anybody can feel free to go and have your drink.
With Vishal, but once you work with Vishal, you cannot work with anybody else. So I think 2013. I don't know आपके बिना हम काम कैसे करेंगे, किसी और बॉस के साथ काम कैसे करेंगे, but I think everybody will agree that he is the most whimsical, erratic, Hitler type boss. And हम सारे लोग इतना डर कर रहते हैं इनसे, but जितनी इनकी चीजें बानी हैं हमने, we've always been successful. So सारी चीजें almost cover up हो गई है, मेरे पास कुछ नई चीजें नहीं है बोलने को, but विशाल के साथ I think for especially for the newer ones, I would like to say, लोग जितना डरते हैं या कुछ भी डाउट हो, कभी एक बार जाके विशाल से बात कर लो. I think I've been lucky that he's groomed me, he's taught me how to do wealth management. He's mentored me in every sense. इतना अच्छा बॉस, इतना अच्छा मेंटोर आपको जिंदगी में शायद नहीं मिलेगा. I think जितनी मैंने जिंदगी देखी है या इन लोगों ने जिंदगी देखी है, I think you've been truly exceptional. आप इतना इमोशन के साथ सब हर एक इंडिविजुअल्स के साथ कनेक्ट करते हो. आप you ensure that everybody is successful. That's a very rare quality that people have or bosses have. I have seen lot of I've seen a lot of success with you. I've seen the team building, the team bonding that you've done. It's amazing. I know you'll do well wherever you go ahead, and I wish you all the best.
Manish.
Hi Vishal.
Hello sir.
Sab team. Hope you're feeling good.
Changa.
नहीं आप सब लोगों ने बहुत बोला विशाल ये विशाल वो, बहुत अच्छी बात है, परफेक्ट है. विशाल बहुत अच्छा आदमी है. एंड तो मैं आईसीआईसीआई बैंक में हूँ बिकॉज ऑफ विशाल. सो व्हाट हैपेंड इज हमारा एक काफी खतरनाक बॉस हुआ करता था. नाम है यतिन कांटे. हाँ अभी भी है और शर्म है. अगर इनके टीम में जाएंगे तो मैं खून के आंसू लूंगा. तो बहुत परेशान करते थे. ऐसा हो गया था कि हर एक प्रोडक्ट के लिए कौन कॉल होता था. भाई क्रेडिट कार्ड के लिए कौन कॉल लेता है.
ये मेडअप है.
क्रेडिट कार्ड, ट्रैवल कार्ड, जो प्रोडक्ट बोलो सब के लिए एक कॉल और उसमें मैं रहता था. तो मैं जैसे सुबह आता था तो FD, RD, सुकन्या समृद्धि, वो
सुकन्या समृद्धि बास्केट तभी प्रोडक्ट में नहीं था.
PPL जनधन योजना का ऐसे अपना लाइफ. तो सारे कॉल्स भाई मैं सुबह आऊँ तो 12:30-1 बजे तक मैं कॉल नहीं हूँ. Because I was a black performer. And एक दिन पानी सर के ऊपर चला गया. तो मैं विशाल के पास गया. विशाल नहीं होगा विशाल, बस हो गया विशाल मेरा. उस दिन विशाल ने हाथ पकड़ा, बोला तो कहीं नहीं जा रहा है, stay here and work. And from that day, my journey actually began in ICICI Bank. Yatin sir, a great mentor, Vishal, and helped me and really nurtured me. So very close to him. Yeah, he's a lovely guy, and thanks a lot, Vishal, for everything.
Yes, yes.
Tribal. Many people don't know you here.
Acha, I have to introduce myself.
Yes. Many people don't know.
My name is Shoaibal Sharma. investor. Now, this year I moved to business lending group. So I know Vishal for last 6 years. We have worked together. Everybody, whatever said is right, absolutely right. But one point I always discuss with him. So my relationship with Vishal is not गाली गलौज वाला नहीं है. I have seen कभी-कभी हो जाता है मेरे साथ. मैं गाली देता नहीं हूँ normally, तो दे देता है कभी. I have selected 2-3. वो भोसड़ी वाला नहीं.
अच्छा इसके लिए बाइक रखा है.
Now everybody has said right. I agree. Okay, fine. वो अच्छा, I think वो जो what anyhow. So one incident happened on Chandivali branch 3 years back, and it was a bit serious incident. There is a street fight with the anti-social of one of the serious. And it has happened in the 10 o'clock in the morning, 10:30 in the morning. अच्छा 1 बजे हुआ था सपोज. And ultimately by 10 o'clock पुलिस स्टेशन पे चले गए, हमारा कुछ हॉस्पिटल में चले गए, हमारा कुछ और बीकेसी सीनियर लीगल टीम गेट इन्वॉल्व. तो मैं भी वहाँ पे था, लोगों को हॉस्पिटल में लेके जा रहा था गाड़ी से. तो अल्टीमेटली यू नो व्हाट हैपेंस इन इंडियन पॉलिटिक्स, तो पॉलिटिशियन आ ही जाएंगे. जो बस्ती में लोग रहते हैं उन्होंने मारपीट किया हम लोगों के साथ. तो एक बंदा ब्लैक BMW से निकला हुआ है, पॉलिटिकल लीडर है. That was a negotiation. I think I don't know how many people have seen. I was closely observed. You can't believe that one person on that scenario. You can understand street fight, FIR, police station. Everybody has involved. Political people came. एक political leader के सामने उसका negotiation मैंने देखा. And I often tell him कि that was the finest negotiation I have seen. Ultimately, you don't believe that gentleman. Ultimately, गाड़ी से जैसे उतरा, बात हुआ, गाड़ी चल के वापस चले. Ultimately, हमारा टीम ने FIR हुआ, that both of the guys got arrested, right? And हम लोग रात को निकल के आ गए. So a lot of positive things are there. One thing for the young guys, I believe I can see here Srikant, Aditi, some of them those who have वो छिलका हुआ था, मतलब जो होता है ना सुबह 8 बजे बुलाने का, फिर लाइन पे खड़े होंगे सब. इतना गालियाँ चलता है ना, उधर में देखना पड़ता है, बाहर में कोई है क्या आरिश बारिश, तो बोलना पड़ता है धीरे-धीरे कोई है आ गया, कस्टमर है रुक जा थोड़ा बात. But today they are like this. They are so comfortable. So those who have worked with Vishal and at least seen Vishal for a few months, they are successful today. Very recently one person joined, senior person has joined ICICI Bank. So I was sitting with him or her, opposite में विशाल का केबिन होता है, तो कुछ चल रहा था. Very recently, maybe 10 days back. तो उसने मेरे को बोला, ये ऐसा ही है क्या? मैंने बोला हाँ ये ऐसे ही. Anyhow, definitely all of us will miss Vishal like anything, but Vishal will be accessible to all of us. That is for sure. He may not meet every time, but he will be accessible and supportive always. Thank you, Vishal. Thank you.
I'm one of those lucky individuals who got a chance to work with Vishal. So I remember, one instance which I'd like to share with you all. I was very new at that moment, around 7 months, 8 months in the system, and we were talking on a lighter note with Vishal. So suddenly, parent discussion, like father mother thing came up, and he just asked me, "What about your father? What does he do? What about your mother?" So I told him, I don't have it. So though we had a different different look from Vishal all the time. जब भी हमारी पढ़लो होता था या भी कॉल होता था, this was completely different. But that moment he gave me a look and he just said, "Okay, I understand." So that thing was completely different for me. I used to think this guy is like very, very arrogant. This guy doesn't know how to treat people, things like that. But that moment was very touching. And I think that's the moment, and till now, I think I got a big brother from my side, who can help me, who actually stand beside me every time I need them. So that's about it. I love you, Vishal. Thank you.
In 6-7 months that I've started working with Vishal, I've moved from Delhi to here, and my first day when I met Vishal, it was extreme shock for me. I thought I won't be able to work with him. But then, as everybody said, he's such a nice person. You get to know him very gradually. And I've never seen anyone such a good mentor. He has taught us many things. I'm yet to learn from you. And you're a highly admired person. I'm sure you'll feature in Maxim.
Can I request? In Powai, in this cluster, it's been 3 years for me now. And the moment when I was coming from another cluster to this region, तो सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन यही आता है, विशाल के यहाँ पर जा रहा है? तो बोला हाँ, अरे वहाँ तो बहुत कुछ होता है उधर, बहुत कुछ गालियाँ भी होती है, सब चलता है उधर. तो मैंने बोला, it's part of experience, देखते हैं how it is करके. तो mostly I've been working in different companies also, and it's mostly commercial. Like हर कोई अपना देखता है, फायदा देखता है. You know, it's all everyone wants to grow the ladder. तो अपने हिसाब से काम करता है. तो यहाँ सबसे पहले जो मेरा एक्सपीरियंस था विशाल का, मेरे पहली बार मिला था, तो विशाल मैं आया था ब्रांच में बैठा था, विशाल आया, चल चाय पीते हैं. We went out, we had a tea, probably Vishal wouldn't recollect, I believe, because that was just a sudden moment which everything happened. So he just came, chai piye humne. He gave me some tips, ideas कि कैसा है branch क्या है, how people are. तो बोला you start working, and that was the first year of my being from an RM to a branch manager also. So ideally दूसरे location पे अपना comfort level रहता था because the CPM used to know you. वो help करता था. यहाँ पर it was entirely different for me. So यहाँ पर the advantage what I had is to learn by your own self. Vishal used to keep telling you things कि आप ऐसा करो, ऐसा होगा, this is the way you can handle, and he will give you that space. So that space is, according to me, is that people do take advantage of that space also. I've seen a lot of RMs doing that. But वो space में you learn by your own self. कि आप खुद से कैसे खड़े हो सकते हो बिना किसी के support, pressure, how you can perform your own. तो वो एक advantage यहाँ रहा. That has been a good learning for myself as to I don't need someone to tell me. I can myself know कि if I have a career, I have to grow what I have to do. तो एक advantage यहाँ विशाल के यहाँ पर. दूसरा जो experience बाकी लोगों का था, जैसे लोग बोलते थे कि cluster में ऐसा होता है. But एक चीज obviously I had never experienced that before. But यहाँ होने के बाद भी वो बुरा नहीं लगता था. Because it's like whenever if he tells you also, he shouts at you, it's like, okay, it's part of the work. कि कहीं ना कहीं तो आपको encourage कर रहा है, कहीं ना कहीं तो आपसे probably trying to do some, bring out something on you. कुछ ना कुछ तो काम करना चाहता है. तो end of the day एक feel होता था कि ये something to come out of from you. आप कुछ ना कुछ तो निकालने की कोशिश कर रहे हो कि सामने वालों को इस तरह से emotionally भी बोलते हो कि हाँ चल ठीक है तेरे से नहीं होगा. That is the usual dialogue from Vishal to most of the people over there. तेरे से नहीं हो सकता है, छोड़ दे, तू नहीं करेगा. So ये कहने का मतलब नहीं कि is disinterested in you. It is basically एक बोलता ना आप एक और एक दाव फेंक रहे हो. चलो देखते ये बोलने से तरीका ये बंदा क्या कर सकता है फिर. So these are the things which I've learned from him. And this cluster is more human as compared to what the other cluster I've seen. It's purely business, everywhere happens. Human का मतलब ये है कि he is there to listen to you. आप कुछ भी चीज लेके आओ, whether it is personal, professional, काम के बारे में, he gives a ear to you, and he listens you well, and he also gives you a solution for it. That is something I really have high regards on that, because mostly people just want to bring out something on you. यहाँ पर कोई आपका सुनता भी है और आपको advice भी करता है और कैसे आप उससे बाहर निकल सकते हो. So that is something I like. And I could just say, Vishal, all the best. Probably we'll be missing you. Though we're a satellite branch like Chimbur, but we definitely know that you keep a track of every people in our branch, and everyone loves you also in the same fashion. So God bless you. Have a wonderful life.
First time in my life I'm seeing such a huge farewell for somebody. मेरी farewell में भी कभी इतने लोग नहीं आए. So this shows that Vishal is loved by all. So that's a great thing. What do I tell about Vishal? I think if I was to go into a battlefield, I would want somebody like Vishal right by my side. I think as a leader, he makes you feel a bit more secure. You get into any kind of a bad situation. I think one person that you can really count on is Vishal, and I've been in the last 2 years over here, and overall in the last 15 years, along with Yatin, I think Vishal has been the pillar for wealth management. And I think I was discussing, and I think I told the CBMs also. So after New Year's, Vineet came and sat with me, and he had some kind words to tell me on our performance. So when we were talking about Vishal, and I told him, boss, that I'm still not able to convince him to stay back. So he said that I can feel that one of the biggest pillar of wealth management is moving up. I think that's a huge compliment to you, Vishal. So I had a boss. He told me that you rarely find people who have a great measure of passion as well as intelligence. I think Vishal is a combination of that. He says that once you have that, you either become a Bill Gates or you become one of the most successful. You either have passion in your team members, or you have intelligence. You will have a lot of intelligent people, or you will have a lot of passionate people. So I think Vishal is a combination of both. I think I see that, and no doubt all of you all have gathered and you put up such a huge farewell for him. I can tell you, since I'm on the other side and I'm always cribbing about business, and I'm the bad guy. So, but the kind of defense that he puts up for his people, he is so much involved in everybody's growth, and I think again a rare combination of not being a good leader, but also a good mentor. And a mentor is really bothered. Every sweat, a bead of sweat that you put in the field, I think it comes out as tears from the eyes of the leader. I think that's what Vishal is. And I really hope whatever venture you decide, Vishal, I think you will be immensely successful. And all the best from my side.
Thank you, sir.
What boss said is, I will surely be missing a dear friend. And one thing really which I probably like about Vishal is, and which is very rare, he's a very, very good human being. Right? I know Vishal from last 11 years. Right? It is. And I think one thing which I appreciate, right? And we have been talking, we have fought many battles together, right? Both inside the room. I still remember the fights which we did with ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund, right, when we were an RF. To whatever I'm standing over here, I think great guy, great mentor, and I don't know what else to speak about him, right? I wish him all the best, right, wherever he is going, right, and I'm surely will touch with you. Thank you everyone.
Or unfortunate, just because I'm not drunk, so I'll speak good things. But yes, I've always, rather stuck to a fact that this guy is a very good friend. I don't know what others would have, rather most of you have kind of, gone through a similar phase where you have found a very good friend in him. And 9 to 10 months I reported into him as a boss, reasonable boss. But honestly, I'm telling you from bottom of my heart, as a friend, superlative friend, right? So that's something which, makes me come here. And so many times I had seen, a lot of, because you're a good boss. So many times, I have attended similar events wherein people had given feedback about him, and that was my first year when I was reporting into him. And I don't know whether they were saying lie or they were saying true, but then the idea is that everybody was saying that he's a good guy, right? Very good guy, very good guy. Everybody came, said he's a very good guy. तो मेरे को लगा कि अच्छा ही होगा, साथ में काम करते हैं फिर इसके साथ. But yes, eventually a superlative, a great friend, and I will definitely miss him, not as a competitor, but as a friend, of course. And good luck to you wherever you're going. And you're a good boss also, so you'll have to pardon in case I was slightly candid here. But yes, this guy is gem of a person. Thank you so much. Good luck to you.
Thank you, everyone. I would request Rahul to be on stage and say a few words, please. Rahul.
Yatin must be knowing that what I can say about him, but I can't.
And I'll tell you guys later.
Later, yeah. So I know Vishal since now what 7 years, 7, 8 years. Again, everybody has said what they have to. I don't want to be sort of marked like a cliche, but yeah, a very good guy. But just one thing that I remember very well when I came to wealth management from assets. It was quite a new field for me. Though I had that particular pinch of interacting with MD/CEOs due to my product role, the national product role which I was having. So when I came here, who handholded me is like, yes, Yogesh, Yatin, everybody, they were all great friends. So I learned everything from them, whatever I could. But Vishal, I remember him like a good friend because I learned one thing from him, how to be quite straightforward and pick up cues from the clients. And I'll never forget the way you handle your team. To all the other CPMs, whenever I go and visit them, and if I have a certain concern regarding my logins or this thing, I'm just coming back to my current role right now. Whenever there's a concern in East, I have to just give one call to Vishal Ranjan. I don't have to go into PM level. That's one particular thing which I'm going to miss now. Whenever I visit, our lounge, I have to just tell him that this is a scenario. We are starting on 5 logins. Yes, just open a gate where all the RMs are sitting and just say whatever. And please log in, please, please. Nowadays, I'm begging you, please do something about the logins. And 4 days flat, our logins are on the track. So that's the capability of yours and a very good friend indeed. And it's all surprises, and he's full of surprises for me. I mean, I don't know it is with me or someone. मुझे लगता है मेरा बहुत चलो उससे सब में से शेयर करेगा, but शादी कब हुई मुझे पता नहीं चला, और ये रेजिग्नेशन भी कब हुआ मुझे पता नहीं चला. लेकिन एक बात जरूर है कि इसका इतना नेटवर्क है और इतना हुआ है, कहीं ना कहीं से 20 days back got to know that he resigned. ना हो सकता है, विशाल है, सब कुछ हो सकता है. एक दिन पता चला शादी हो रही है, हाँ होगी, वो कर सकता है. So all the very best, Vishal.
Here first of all, and it's really nice to see all of you. Vishal, it's fairly simple. सब लोगों ने सब कुछ cover कर दिया, मेरे को ज़्यादा कुछ बोलना नहीं है. One thing I really like about Vishal is he's a guy with a plan. I think I'm doing it at the cost of being repetitive. I said it in Diwali also, Diwali party when we had it. He's one guy who has a plan for everyone around him. He's one guy who knows how his 2018 would look like. He probably knows how his 2020 would look like. And I personally respect that a lot. I mean, beside everything that you all said, I agree to most of it. Apart from the fact he is a coconut, I don't know what part of his body you were referring to. What I like about him, he has a plan for each one of you and for himself as well. I think it's a tremendous quality, and that's what I look forward to. If I look at him, and if I have to pick up something, that's all. Thank you.
अलविदा हरा हो रहे तुमसे हम जुदा ले चले सारे
studied a lot about all this management things and all. But what I really understood, because this was my first job, so what I really understood is how a manager works and what management is all about. I learned it from you, Vishal. Thank you so much for that. And Kharkopar would always be indebted to you for the way you have shaped up the RMs there. And your guest appearances would also be always missed. And I am very sure we'll be crossing paths again. I would want to stay in touch with you. And thank you so much for it. Thank you.
Vishal is not going to be in the branch probably after 2 days. What I always feel working with Vishal is that he set a benchmark. He set such a benchmark, it's very difficult to achieve, and I think we will keep achieving looking up to that benchmark. Vishal tries to get involved into every aspect of your life, and he tries to play every part that you would want him to play. He will help you with everything that he can. I'm again reiterating this fact. I met with an accident at 4:30 in the morning on the express highway. The first person I could call was Vishal and no one else. And 1 hour, exact after 1 hour, Vishal was there on the highway trying to help me out. He comes to the branch and takes control. So there were at least 10, 20 cops there. Everybody was there. And suddenly there's a guy who comes. Everybody asks the crane guy, take the car. Police को बोलता है, ये सब बाद में होगा, पहले we'll go to the hospital first. Then आप वहाँ पे आइए, आपको जो करना है करिए. And these kind of things I don't see anybody else would do. And thank you so much for that, Vishal. And there are a lot of things I cannot say here. And you've always been there. You've always been there. And I'm sure you're going to be with us always like you have been. Thank you so much, Vishal.
Just I was thinking of what I would say when I go there. So when I typed Vishal Ranjan in my phone, and then in suggestions it came flamboyance. Like I was making a speech earlier also. So yeah, when you relate Vishal Ranjan, it comes to flamboyance, and me and Tushar were also chatting out there. So anytime or anyway, like I joined as a campus joinee, and I was like having this on calls and the years and all these things that were going on. There was no motivation like to work for us when a person joins ICICI Bank. What motivation he looks after? Because at the age of 24 or 25, I really don't care that from my first job I want to become like a very successful man. But then slowly and gradually, when I started doing something, and then there were praises and there were words coming from Vishal Ranjan, then soon that became a motivational factor. Like, why would I do something? Because Vishal will clap on the group. So maybe for the lot of us that are here, this Ankur, Nikhil, and people refer to the next gen of the RMs who are less motivated. But until now, you have been a part of. You have been strongly a part of motivation, like why I am working in ICICI Bank. No, I don't want like ICICI Bank to grow, or no, I don't want, even if I do a very big deal, it would not matter to somebody like say Chanda Kochar or maybe even Hararaj. But then for that matter, it matters to Vishal and Vishal claps. So it has been a factor of motivation that because Vishal is clapping, because Vishal is excited, as he has always said, like, whenever there is a con call and he says like, "Kitna karega kar?" So you say, "I'll do 5 lakhs." You know how that 5 lakh, how much percent of business is when you compare it to my revenue, my targets. So it doesn't actually really matter that even if a single RM fails or even if a single RM succeeds, even if I am not there tomorrow, or even if somebody else is not there tomorrow, it doesn't matter to him. But when we realize that you would not be there tomorrow, it matters a lot, because we have always been working. 90% of us have always been working just for the brand, just for the name Vishal Ranjan. Thank you.
And yes, for being a mentor, being a guide, being the super manager in every sense of that word, and giving your priceless advices. taking my case whenever I had been complacent or wrong. Thank you for everything. He has rightly mentioned that nothing is big for you. Come with any problem. If anyone comes to you with any problem, you're like, "तो ठीक है, ये तो ऐसे हो जाएगा." Apart from that, I think greatness across anything comes with a fierce desire to win, and in your case, it's absolutely there. There's so many things happening in your life, and you are such a multitasker that every time, in every task, in every space, you come out of it as a winner. And even if I would be like 10% of what you are, I think I'm done in life. And everyone knows that you will do exceptionally well. You'll succeed wherever you'll go. Thank you for everything.
I'll just take a quick 1 minute. So Vishal, I don't work here anymore. I used to work here 1.5 years back. I work for a separate company. Still I'm here. I think ICICI is as much a part of my family as the other companies or my own family or my friends are. All thanks to this guy. I'll just take two brief examples to contrast between his professional self and his flamboyant, playful self. So, नया आया था, probably around 1 month, 2 महीने पुराना था. And then this guy is taking a con call. बहुत सारे लोग बैठे हुए हैं. He's speaking to everyone else. तूने 2 महीने पहले भी 2 साइक किए थे. तूने 3 महीने पहले 5 लाइक किया था. I'm like, fuck यार. He's completely making shit up. हो ही नहीं सकता. इतने लोगों का याद नहीं हो सकता. इसको बिल्कुल नहीं हो सकता. I went back. I checked with all of those motherfuckers. I'm like, dude, every number that this guy said, it was correct. Everything he said was correct. And then this kind of elephantine memory, I don't know. मेरी wife की है. I'm sure most of us, the women have this kind of memory. But for you to have it, fantastic. And I was a week old. I'm not sure if I should be sharing this story. I was a week old, and I'm in the washroom minding my own business, and then Vishal Ranjan comes up, okay, to the, what do you call it, man, cubicle, to the toilet beside me. He's like there, singing away, and like, "Itna chota." That's a week old. This is a week old guy, a week old RM. I just saw this guy with the kind of memory he had, and then I see him doing this. I'm like, what is this guy made of, man? Till this day, I don't know what he's made of. I've not been able to decipher this guy. He is Vishal Ranjan. That's what he is. Love you, man.
How did he feel with us? So few words from Vishal. Please get commented.
I'll take a 2-minute break and then I'll come back. I need a break. And I want the lights off.